Concord, and then up into the Lakes region too. We do a lot in the Lakes region. We have a boat on Winnipesaukee.
Oh,
so
that's so fun.
Yeah, it kind of sets us apart with Starkey Realty. So
yeah. Is it like actually say like Starkey Realty on it or something?
It will for spring.
Okay,
yeah, we're
cool.
getting it lettered, having it out of the water to put the lettering on it.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, does it actually have, so do you like bring people out on it or something?
Yeah.
So
yeah. We've actually sold a few properties on islands in
Oh my
Winnipesaukee.
gosh.
So
that's
it's fun
so cool.
to bring tour people out there.
Yeah. You're
A day
just
on
like,
the boat,
you and your husband are like
Yeah.
fighting over like who's going to be
Patrick
on the boat.
loves the boat. Okay.
You're
You
just-
can sell every house on water. you
Right.
would do it.
Right. You're like, yeah. He's like, honey, so I'll be back. You stay in the office. I'm going to get the boat. We're going to go
out. The boat
yeah.
office.
Yeah. Gosh, well, that's pretty amazing. I want to do that.
Yes.
And be like, I'm just gonna be like, I don't have a house I want to buy on the water, but I mean, like, if you want to take us for rides, that'd be cool too.
Yeah, definitely.
I know, it's so funny. Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I just love seeing how far you guys have come. So, like, was there any doubt ever? How about that question? Like,
No, actually,
You
I don't
just
know. It's
knew
just
it?
always been my
Yeah.
personality that, something feels right to do it. I know that it's going to succeed because I'm not going to do something if it's not going to succeed.
Mhm.
So I knew the timing was right. A number of things kind of all played out. And it was like, this is the moment. This is the time I'm leaving the office I was with and starting my own, because it was always my plan. It was just always about the timing and everything lining up. So,
and I love it. I just love, and even if I'm not sure how you like see that as like a the universe or God or whomever you believe in, right? Of like things happening, but I feel like it's just amazing to me.
Yes.
Like when things, because I always say to people, like, I feel like when things are flowing in the right direction, like things are just happening,
Mhm.
that's when you know it's the right time.
yes.
Like if you're trying to do something and just like there's all these blocks in your way,
yeah.
I don't want to say all the time, but a lot of the time,
Yeah.
there's just because it might just not be the right time, even though you want it to be, it just might
Right.
not be the right time. So
Yes.
I try to tell people to pay attention to what the universe or your spirit loved ones or anything, again, any God, whomever you believe in,
Mhm.
his like the signs they're trying to give you,
Yes.
so it's really a beautiful thing. So yeah, I'm like Facebook was being all weird. I had to go on and fix it. So I think we're good now.
Back online.
Sorry for everyone. Yeah, just the video just stopped, the live feed. I'm like, oh, technology. I'm
love it when it
not the
works.
best with this. I'm like, oh God, what is happening? Okay, so and then one of the other things we wanted to chat about. Let's see. Do you have any goals yourself? Like, so this year, new year, third year at the place.
Yeah.
The place at
the Starkey Realty
Yeah,
office.
uh-huh.
Yeah. So the first year we did 44 homes, and then, we grew a little
Mhm.
last year. And now this year we just finished up with 77 properties. So this year we're aiming for 100.
Awesome.
Yep. And I myself want to do 52. So I could be one a week.
That's
One
so
a week
cool.
for the year. So.
Wow, yeah, that is,
Yeah.
and I love it. I won't say that's a lofty goal. I'm not even sure like how, what people's goal, but that's not in a bad way. That's a good goal. Like I almost want to be like, yeah, go 150. Like just do it.
Yes.
Uh,
Well, I did 43 last year. So, I've been pacing up towards that. So I
Mhm.
feel like it's an attainable goal. One that's measurable too throughout the year. So.
Yeah. And for somebody, I mean, I know obviously just from doing mortgages for a little while, I know a little bit. I don't know too much about real estate or whatever,
Mhm.
but I know a little bit about it, the money part at least. But do you personally do all kinds of houses or anything
Yes.
land?
Yep.
Just doesn't matter how much it costs or how, like little or big.
Yes, actually, that is one of the things we pride ourselves on, is helping anyone in any price range, because
Mhm.
it's a big, important purchase, whatever the budget is for
Mhm.
that person. So not this year, we just finished, but the year before that, I sold a house for $17,000,
Yeah.
and I sold a house for almost $1.7 million, and then everywhere in between, almost 40
Yeah.
houses
See,
of all
that's
the
amazing.
different price ranges.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, good, cool.
Yes.
That's what I was like. I mean, I assumed you're going to say yes, but just in case. I mean, it's good
No,
for
only
people to
working.
know. Yeah. No, trust me.
Some
It's
people
like,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, trust me. I was like, as you're like calling around places and just trying to learn a little bit, it's like you say, like even my little house, it wasn't that much money. I mean, like it was like 165,000 or something like that when I bought it, but it was, some people were just like, oh, okay, well, you can find somebody else to. And I was like, really? Like, okay.
No, that's not how we work.
Yeah,
I think, they know other people, they deserve good service, and then, they may have a different budget, or they may just need the help on this one property, and, we're there to provide that for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it. So if you are just tuning in with us right now, you're listening to When Spirit Speaks with your host, me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on 1590 Nashua's source for talk and news. I'm like, what am I saying? And I have my friend here, Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty, joining me this evening.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's fun. I love catching up with friends that I haven't seen in a little while. So thanks for coming in.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And totally last
me.
minute. Yeah, I was like,
problem.
you can thank Spirit because they put you in my head. I literally live my life with following Spirit and like anything. Like I keep feeling like I need to walk into Spider Bite, like the free advertising. I didn't even mean to do that, but like it's like the tattoo.
She's coming for
yeah,
you.
I know the tattoo and piercing place, and I have no idea why. And I'm probably gonna walk in. I have no idea.
You gotta follow that. Now
I do.
You put it out
it's
there.
like my niece was with me the other day, and we were at with one of my friends. We were in the mall, and I bought like a record. I didn't even have a record player. I was like, I need to buy this record.
Interesting.
Like my life's so silly sometimes. I'm like, I need this. So I literally bought it. I don't even own a record player until about 10 minutes later when I bought one. But I was like, oh my God, it's purple and it was on sale. And I was like, it's like one of the newer one. It's so cool.
Okay.
But yeah, my niece was like, Auntie, that was so cool. Like you bought a record, you didn't even have a place. She was so, and then she like referenced it like a little bit later, like and something else, like, Auntie, yeah, just like the record, just buy it, even though you didn't have a record player. Like I just knew that everything would unfold the way it should. That makes any sense.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, we are going to take a break and we will be right back.
If your child is sick over and over again, it could be PI, a defect in the immune system that affects millions. Early detection can give children a chance to dream. Jeffrey Modell Foundation. Visit us at info4pi.org or call 1-866-INFO4PI.
Title Boxing Club is the best and only authentic full-body boxing workout that changes your body, clears your mind, and completely engages your spirit. Our signature workout utilizes the fundamentals of a true boxer's workout, including proper heavy bag training to strengthen and tone your arms, legs, back, core, stamina, and your confidence. Empowering, exhilarating, and totally addictive. This is your new favorite workout class. Visit them online at TitleBoxingClub.com or call 603-206-5608. That's 206-5608 and begin today.
What if we got rewarded for every good decision?
Dinner. Meal needs a vegetable. Check.
Amazing.
Vegetables cooked with a healthier oil instead of butter?
Fantastic.
Replacing bad fats with healthier fats like those in canola or vegetable oil is good for your heart. Take up the challenge for good health because the you of the future will say,
Fantastic.
Visit heart.org/facethefats. Canola Info proudly supports the American Heart Association's Face the Fats campaign.
Need a new car? Come on down to Crazy Jerry's because I'm slashing prices like crazy. Want a beige 1972 sedan? We got that. Or how about if you want a beige 1972 sedan? We got them in beige, and in beige.
You expect options everywhere else in life. Are you getting them when it comes to your medical treatment? Explore all your options and talk with your doctor about what's right for you. Knowing your options is the best option. Learn more at ahrq.gov. That's ahrq.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
We've been talking to people about the work being done at Child Fund, an international organization devoted to helping children living in poverty. Here's what they had to say.
Child Fund is there. They've been there for 70 years.
I love the work that they do by building a school where girls can get an education and not have to be married off at such a young age. It's amazing that Child Fund is caring in that way.
They always seem to be looking for a long-term solution.
Visit childfund.org. Child Fund. Innovative solutions, one child at a time.
Welcome back, my friends and family listening. It's probably all my family. I'm just kidding. Oh gosh, I'm breaking stuff. You are with your host, that's me, as I break the microphone, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on When Spirit Speaks on WSMN 1590s, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I'm here tonight with my friend Melissa Starkey.
Yes, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. So we've been chatting about life, and my goal is to just encourage other people, especially, not that I don't want to encourage men, but encourage women and all my friends and family to just kind of set that bar higher for their life. And, you know, what do they really want? So we've been chatting about that in the first half hour or so here. And I feel like you, Melissa, really you popped in my mind for that exact reason. I feel like you've just had your eye on the prize here, like the whole time I've known you. You've known what you wanted, and you really truly believed that it would happen.
Yes.
And I want to commend you for that. That's amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're doing so well. And earlier we were talking about how we met, like, God, I think like 7 years or so ago.
Something
at this
like
point.
that. Yeah, 6 or 7. We
Which
lost
I just
count.
like. It makes me feel like a baby. Like, I mean, like was I that? Like, I don't even know. It's just so silly, but in a fun, good way. So, yeah, we were chatting about. We have a little bit. So I'm going to start doing live calls in a little bit, probably like 5 or 6 minutes. But if anybody is feeling like they want to call in sometime soon, just to get on the line, because we only have one line, the number is 603-816-1590 for some live medium calls. So go ahead, if anybody would like to call in, feel free to do that while we're still chatting here. All right, Melissa. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, so I like that. You've just like bar high. You said you never even
didn't have a doubt.
Worried. Yeah.
Yep.
You just knew things would happen, which is and I mean, maybe that's like why I'm attracted to you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I love finding people that are just positive and energetic and like happy, and I never felt a bad thing about you. And I feel like,
thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. It's like, for me, I always tell people when I have this gift, right? So when I'm around people and I don't like them, like, I'm just like, I don't even stand next to you. Yeah, literally. I'm like, they're like, do you feel any weird things around me? I'm like, am I standing next to you? Then no. Like, literally, you'll know. You know, it's like to the point where my friends now are like, you look real tired right now, Steph. I'm like, yeah, because I'm like giving them like the devil eye. I'm like, yeah, because I'm real drained right now.
Someone's sucking the life out
literally.
of me. Your bad attitude.
Yeah, your energy, your bad, horrible energy.
Yes.
And so I have to like walk away. So I always like joke, like, no, if I'm next to you and I've invited you into my bubble, like you have good energy. So thank you for that.
Fabulous. You're welcome.
Yeah. So I wanted to chat about the castle that you guys bought.
Yeah, so I bought a castle. It's so funny opening with that sometimes. You're like, oh, how's it going? Like, yeah, things are good.
What'd you do?
Busy.
Got my car washed, bought a castle,
bought a castle.
Just nothing.
Yeah, So we actually bought Kimball Castle in Guilford, New Hampshire, overlooks Winnipesaukee. Sits on 20 acres. The castle itself is in pretty bad shape. Unfortunately, it wasn't well taken care of, so the stones are starting to fall off, but we just fell in love with it. We couldn't get it out of our heads and just knew that it had to be ours.
Yeah.
So.
And when did that pop in your head? Like that thought?
Right.
Like,
so
I know. It's like rewind here.
Story.
Like, how does someone think about doing that?
My now husband Patrick and I were getting married, and we got married. When we were getting married, we were trying to find a location, a venue.
Yeah.
And nothing fit everything that we were looking for. We wanted something private, so the public's not wandering through. We wanted something unique. We wanted something with a view of the mountains or the lake, and a place for us to stay overnight. And nothing really fit all of that. So we did end up getting married at the Mount Washington Hotel, which is beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stunning as the mountains in the background. I don't decorate a thing.
Yeah.
And there was a debacle with my hair, and basically I was stuck in the basement all by myself, and we missed our hour and a half of pictures and first look and all the family shots. So I always was feeling like I wanted this do-over. So we came up with this idea to get remarried every year in a different location, and I'll remake my dress, and we'll have my hair done better this time, and we'll get annual pictures. And then it kind of morphed into this idea of, well, why don't we open a wedding venue that's everything that we were looking for? Because we can't be the only ones who were trying to find this place. So we just started looking, and other places didn't work out, the location or logistical issues, or it just didn't end up coming together. And then we found the castle. And from the very first time we went there, I was like, oh, it's breathtaking.
Right. I looked up, I Googled it last night again. I know I had seen pictures, and how my life works is that I see things, and then the next day somebody talks about it. And then this is just how my life works. And if anybody's just tuning in now, sorry to interrupt the conversation. I am taking live calls. If anybody would like to call in for a live reading, it's 603 816-1590. And if you don't want to, text your friends and have them call me. So sorry to interrupt you there. So so you see the castle. It's beautiful. I Googled it and it was like these pictures. I did see like the falling apart castle pictures though. So that was like sad but cool.
Yes. Yeah. And so first time we saw it was last November. Took us 10 months to go through the process of purchasing it.
Okay.
A lot of hurdles, a lot of obstacles, a lot of like, is this the right thing to be doing? Are we on the right path? And I couldn't handle the thought of someone else carrying out this vision other than us.
That's awesome.
Yep.
And I was thinking about it, and I just went to Ireland last October. Yes. And over there, it's like castles everywhere. Just these beautiful castles, these beautiful landmarks, these beautiful buildings that are like hundreds and hundreds of years old. And I was like, we don't have anything like that over here. And then I was like, man, we do have a castle.
Very few.
Like there's not very many of them, but it was like Kimball Castle. It was one of those. I was like, wow, we actually do have one. I don't know if there's actually any more, but
there's a couple, but they're very few and far between. So Benjamin Ames Kimball actually was inspired by castles along the Rhine and had enough money because he was the president of the Concord, Boston, Montreal Railroad.
Okay.
And so he built a section of the railroad to go from Dover to Glendale and then called it the Lakeshore Railroad section and built the castle. So that, the stones have been said to have been taken off the property, came from Boston, Concord, or even overseas.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I know when I was in Ireland, I was like looking at another like goal I set for myself, by the way, just, setting goals. Like I'm going to go to Ireland.
That's fabulous. Did you love it?
I loved it. Have you been?
I have. We went there on our honeymoon. We loved
ironic.
it. Yes, we loved it.
It was so amazing. It was just, that was on my list of goals. I want to go to Ireland. I want to go to Denmark. I want to go here. I want to go there. I have all these, high goals for myself, and people like stare at me like I'm like crazy. But, there was like, you'd be like, you're checking out like somebody's backyard and they're like, oh yeah. So anyway, there's like a castle right over here. Just walk to it. And it's like, oh, and then one day I was walking like somebody's house. I went over to the Aran Islands and I walked like down this little path, and there's like this church from like the 1700s or something just chilling there in somebody's backyard. I'm like, man, if that were at home, some like kids would have graffitied it and like kicked the stone down. I mean, like, because we have no respect over here, most people. So it was beautiful. Like that was beautiful to me, that somebody would actually like have it there and not like, I don't know, kicked it over and everything. But it's like 1 minute you're staring at a beautiful like new home, and then right next to it is this like house that was like just, they're like, yeah, well, we don't like to, it's like almost over there. They kept saying it was like a bad luck if you
tear it down.
If you tore down the old ones. I was like, oh, I kind of like that. I wish people over here thought like that. So I am really excited for you and your castle.
Thank you. Yeah. So our plan is to turn it into a wedding venue, an event center. So.
And I was even telling my friend last night, I believe, about like if you guys had a volunteer day or something. Like I think I like wrote it when you bought it. If you have a volunteer day, hashtag I'm psychic. I would love to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Like just to, I don't even know what we could do. Just even just the weed stuff, and I don't know, trim some trees, and I don't know, anything. I have no idea.
There's a lot of yard work that needs to be done.
Right.
So maybe
I don't
in the
know.
spring.
It was just, it popped in my head like right when you put it up there. Okay, cool. And I was like, that would be so much fun. And my friend was just like, yeah, I would totally go. I don't know who I was telling, but I'm like, yeah, I could get some people there.
Awesome.
All right. So we have a caller here. Hi, Lexi.
Hi.
Hi, Lexi. Thank you for calling. You still there?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. So, Lexi, you're from Hudson?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And you would like a medium reading?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So I'm just gonna put you kind of like on a like music hold for a second, just while I call your family in, okay?
Okay.
All right, 1 second. I lied. We'll just keep talking to you for a second while we get the music rolling. I can't have any dead air. They don't like that for me.
Yeah,
so.
they frown upon that.
Yeah. That's okay. Joey's getting it for us. So we're just going to chat for a minute. So have you ever been to a medium before, Lexi?
I have not.
All right. So very cool. I always tell people like write stuff down. And then if you and this is getting recorded, so on Facebook and stuff. So if you need to re-listen to it tomorrow, that's totally cool as well. No problem. And then I'll probably go kind of quickly, which is fine. Excuse me. And then some of the stuff I say for people, I just want to let them know when I'm getting information, it doesn't have to be exactly like the person that I have, like the person who's passed away. Like lots of times they want to just reference things going on in your life right now as well, and things around you. So people around you, when I get names and stuff, it doesn't always have to be their name. It could be a friend or something, just kind of letting them know that they're around and they want to kind of just you to connect with that person or just kind of keep them there. But just so you can know what I'm talking about here. All right, I think we're good. So I'm just going to put you on like music hold for like 5 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Okay, 1 sec. Is it good? I just wanted to not hear. All right, Lexi, you good? You have a pen and paper?
Huh?
I said, do you have a pen and paper?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You don't have to, but I like when people do. Okay, so I just kind of keep rolling, and I love when people tell me stories about their past loved ones, like when I get something that really resonates with you, because it's always fun for me to just...
Okay.
That's usually when my energy really starts flowing. People actually tell me the story about one of their past loved ones. So I have a woman here for you, Lexi. She kind of told me, she told me like past in her 50s, and then she said 60s as well. So usually when people tell me that they give me like 2 decades like that, they usually just say that that kind of means that they acted like younger than their age when they were on Earth. So, but usually it'll be probably 60s she passed away in, if not late 50s. But that's what she keeps saying to me. I feel like she was very full of energy because I'm like, I'm almost like jittery, like in like an anxious, jittery sort of way. When she was living here, like I just like my whole body just is like kind of, I don't want to say twitching and moving, unless that was actually something else that was physically happening with her when she is on Earth or was on Earth. Let me see what else she's telling me here. She keeps I'm working on height because I'm tall, so everybody's really little to me, but I keep hearing 5'4" from her. So a little smaller, but 5'4", sometimes it can mean like, you know, May 4th or something like that as well, but, or like literally just 54. Is this making any sense to you thus far?
Huh?
Is this making any sense so far?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying not to, I feel like, was she like a fast talker, this woman?
She might have been like,
Okay, I just feel like
I guess it depended if she was yelling or if she was just talking normally.
Okay, because I feel like that's funny. I feel like I just like, so right now I usually talk fast anyway, especially when I'm trying to give like quick readings. But I feel like I want to like chat a mile a minute, like from this woman. She does keep like kind of touching the back of her head for me. So I was trying to ask her what that meant. And she's not really telling me because they only tell me what they want to tell me anyway. So I don't know if she's fixing her hair or if she actually had like problems with her head. But anyway, I'm just not going to interpret that anymore for you. But that's kind of what she keeps doing for me. So
okay.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. So let me see what else she wants to tell me. I just feel like she keeps like bringing me to her heart. So I feel like she had something going on with her heart. I'm not sure. She just keeps touching her heart. And sometimes they just mean that they're sending you love from above when they kind of touch their heart for me. But I feel like it's more than that. I'm not sure if that's what took her, but I feel like she was having some issues with that. She's also pointing to her feet for me, but they're barefoot. So I'm not sure if I've never seen them like that. So she's like, it's almost like she's wiggling her toes to me. Does that make any sense to you? Just like that?
Yeah, I mean like,
That's okay. You can take it however. It's like a new vision for me because as a medium, we're always learning and growing. So I'm just trying to like interpret what she's showing me. It's almost like she's like her toes are in the sand and she's wiggling them like with like a little bit of water, like she's sitting in a chair kind of thing. That's what she's standing in the like.
Yeah, it's like the beach.
Yeah, like the water's coming up over her toes and she's just wiggling her toes in the water.
Yeah.
Okay. I kept asking her how she was trying to explain that to me. So, and earlier I did hear I heard the name Donna and then I heard Marie as well. So when I hear names, it just means it literally could be Donna or Marie, but, or Donna Marie. But it's just the first letter of their names, like the D, a woman with a D name or a last name that starts with D, or the M as well, a woman with an M name. Or a last name that starts with M. So it doesn't always have to be hers. It could be yours or somebody. Obviously, it's not yours, but like your last name or somebody else around you.
We knew somebody, a relative was named Maureen, which like kind of would correlate to that, but yeah.
Okay, and they are women. That's why they tell me like Donna or like David or something like that. They just that's how that works for me. So it is a woman with a D name or like I said, a last name that starts with a D, and then the M as well. So. That was earlier. I just forgot to tell you. So I get a lot of stuff and kind of like downloads and I have to actually say it out loud. So, I want to get a little message for you from her. So I feel like, she's showing me a couple of things. I feel like the toes in the sand, obviously it's freezing out right now, so don't go do that now. But unless you're going to Florida or something, but that was kind of part of her message as well. Like she wants you to, I feel like continue to do that. I'm not sure if you did it together or not, but that's how she's like saying it to me, like continue to do that. I feel like it kind of gets you in your zen when, I don't know if the beach is just your thing or not. But she's saying like to be there. And I feel like I don't even see you like in a bathing suit or anything. I just see you standing there like with like your jeans kind of cuffed up and you're just hanging out like in some water. Really just taking it in like in a soul searching kind of way. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So she is telling me to have you obviously do more of that. In, just little bits, like, cause she's like, I don't know if that's something you, obviously don't know, and I hate that I always say that, but she's like, I feel like it's just in little bits. If you go 5 minutes here and there, just to kind of rejuvenate your soul a bit. She thinks that you need that.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's saying it in a way like I feel like you're just completely overthinking all of that. And she's just like, no, you can go down for 2 minutes at a time and just stand there and take some deep breaths and look at the sun and the waves and the cloud and just breathe in some air. And it's really just as simple as that. And then she did keep showing me some like books for you, Lexi. So I'm not sure if you're thinking about school or taking classes or anything like that, but I heard like to keep doing that.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Does it make sense for you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She showed me like a bunch of books and I heard to keep doing that. So, all right. Well, thank you for her. I appreciate you calling in.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you for Lexi. So if you're just joining me, you're listening to Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590. We are going to go to a break and we will be right back. Thanks, everyone.
I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't concentrate. I was a danger to myself.
Stanley's wife suddenly experienced deep depression. As she got better, he found he needed help.
It was very helpful to have a counselor to work with both of us in terms of the fact that we could disagree on something and it would send her into a deep depression. And we could argue in a healthy way, and it wasn't just about protecting her.
Both partners should consider counseling to find new dreams together. A message from the Mennonite Churches and Faith and Values Media.
Hey, sweetie, what's going on?
Well, honey, I have some news.
Okay, what?
All that training paid off. I got the job.
Oh, I knew you would get it. So when do you start?
When you donate stuff to Goodwill, you help provide job training for people right here in your community. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
160,000 kids stay home from school every day for the same reason: bullying. This is Scott McGilvery, president of the National Education Association, New Hampshire. Bullying impacts nearly 1/3 of all students every year, but it takes just one caring adult to intervene and help stop the bullying. Take the pledge to be that adult at NEA.org/bully-free.
A message from NEA New Hampshire.
For our troops and their families, the military is more than a career. It's a journey, and every step along the way, the USO is there.
It's an experience that soldier will never forget. That's what the USO does.
From the time they join to the time they transition out of the military, the USO is there, offering programs and support along the way.
It's way more than a free phone call for us. It's that opportunity to stay mom, and the USO makes it all possible.
Be a part of their journey. Donate today at USO.org.
Hi, this is Tony Joyce from Joyce Cooling and Heating. Now that winter is here, hopefully your heating system is working. Did you know that a 30-year-old heating system can waste up to 50% of its energy? Don't you think it's time to upgrade your system to a new high-efficiency Lennox, Mitsubishi, or Rinnai? Starting in January, you may qualify for these energy rebates of up to $1,500. These rebates are available for a limited time, so don't wait. Call Joyce Cooling and Heating at 882-4244 or on the web at joycecool.com.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to my show, When Spirit Speaks, with your host, me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. And you're listening to WSMN 1590. It's Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And tonight I have my friend Melissa Starkey here with me.
Yes, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you're here. It's been going well so far, flowing. So I always like when that happens.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I am still doing live call-ins. If anybody would like a free medium reading, 603-816-1590. And then, yeah, so I also can do other readings. Have you ever had a reading, Melissa?
Not with, cards or palm or any of those sort of things. No.
Right. I like good or bad. And then I was like, you're going to watch me do readings every
Perfect.
Yeah.
All
I was
right,
like,
cool.
Welcome to my show. You're going to watch me for a little bit. Yeah. So people who are listening, I can do, I am a psychic medium. I do oracle card readings, medium readings. I can do Akashic Records readings, which is just kind of your soul's journey. Those ones can be really, I want to say helpful and peaceful also for people. So just where your soul's at in life and who you've met and people that can help you. And, people that have hurt you and why they've helped you, because obviously you meet some crazy people and it ends up being, the worst, let's just say year of your life for me. And within one of the best things that ever happened to you because you learned so much from the horrible year. Horrible is a, loose term, but so yeah.
So I appreciate you having me on. We've been chatting about my business and I'd love to hear more about how you got involved in the psychic medium.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it was tough. Not tough, but I have had this gift for a long time, and I didn't really realize it when I was little because nobody ever talked about it. Not that it was a bad thing, but looking back now, I see that spirit and life was just trying to get me there in the sense that, like, when I was 16, I worked at the nursing home, 16, 17, 18, something like that, and I was a unit aide, so nothing too crazy, but they'd ask me to go and sit with the residents while they were dying and hold their hand and just watch them die. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, I was totally fine with it. Like, what 16-year-old is like, wow. Yeah, I'll go just, I don't know, like, not to like talk myself up, but it was like, okay. Also it was my job and, but
yeah,
I probably could have said no.
They chose you out of all the people to go do that.
Yeah. They were like, hey, just go sit with this person while they're dying. So it's like at such a young age, I had watched numerous people take their last breaths, which my mother always said was a blessing, like that we got to be, I got to be one of the last people with them while they took their, last breath. And then looking back now, gosh, I wish I could have been there because I feel like your family comes to greet you when you're kind of crossing over to the other side, I guess. So, so I didn't know that. But anyway, and then it continued on to I did go into the medical field, and I was an x-ray tech for like 12 years or something like that. And I would explain to my friends, like when I walked into the hospital, that it felt like it was a black cloud. Like literally, like I felt like I was walking into a black cloud. I mean, like every day I said this to my coworkers and stuff. And it's just so you look back and it's like, well, how many people do you think have died in that hospital, right? I mean, I saw like my first time of death I saw in the ER was at 20, you know, and then because that's when I started it, and it was just had seen so many after that. Anyway, you just look back and you're like, wow, I had, you know, put myself in a lot of positions, or they put me in a lot of positions to get there. And a little faster than I did, but I mean, that's fine. So, like I got kicked out of x-ray school at one point, cause my nephew my nephew passed away, and they kicked me out. So that was not the best decision on their part, but, I just didn't show up for one of my classes, obviously, cause I was a little distraught. But then it was still like, no, I had to finish because I was like, you will not. And then, but still, like now looking back, it's like, they're probably trying to push me in a different direction, but I did not take no for an answer. So went back into that. Anyway, all this good stuff. But here I am. I've been taking classes for a while. Yeah, just anything I can, really. Just whatever, I feel like just for anybody listening, you know, whatever resonates with them in either whatever they want to do in life. You know, I feel like if you're looking up stuff, like you like saw that castle and you were like, buying it, you know, like I want this. I don't even, you know, it's like I don't even care what it is. Like I want to, you know, not that that's, you know, I just want to work at Hampshire or, you know, like grocery store. I don't care what your goal is, you know, and not that one is better than the other by any means. It's still just like having a goal and going for it. So it was just for me, it was like, all right, let's just start doing this. And I think I can talk to dead people, you know, like, so, and then I just was like telling my friends like, hey, I think this is going to happen. And then it would happen, you know, and I'm like, wow, that's really strange. And then like, you know, driving with people in the car, friends in the car, it's like, hey, will you slow down? There's going to be a cop up there. And it was like, there always was. It was like, I have my own like radar detector inside me. And then, hey, there's going to be a, you know, just saying little things out loud. Hey, there's going to be an animal on the road. And then just, anyway, then I started taking meditation classes. And just kind of went from there. Now I've just taken like a bunch of classes. I just had one with Tony Stockwell, which is a world-renowned psychic medium, which was super cool. And I love it now because I'm like all the people that like were naysayers. Like I am, you know, filled with love and light, and I want to share that with the world. But I'm like, ha! All the people that were wrong. Like it's so horrible, but it's awesome. I'm like, yeah. Oh, you didn't think that I could talk to dead people when I told you that so and so was here with us, right? And you made me feel horrible about myself. Well, looking now. And I'm gonna be famous. That's what I keep telling people. Yeah, I'm gonna be famous. Oh my God, I could come do like medium events at your castle.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, we want to do all different types of events, so we can definitely do that. Perfect.
Like, and then I could stare at the ocean. That'd be so great. I love the water. I feel like it's very calming. Like for me, like refreshing.
The view is breathtaking.
Yeah. What was I just gonna ask you about the castle? I can do that in a minute, but yeah. So for people that are listening, I do home readings. I have an office in my house. I can do phone readings. I actually just did a reading with a lady in London, England last week.
Very cool.
So technically, I'm international. Cool. So we do have a caller. So since it's just a little bit before 9, we'll do I'm going to pull a card for him. Hello, Patrick? Hi, Patrick.
Hello?
Hi. Welcome. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
All right. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Patrick from Conk. Yeah, so it's a little past. It's a little late, so I'm just going to do a card reading for you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Yeah, sometimes just in the end of the hour we have to go for break. So I'm going to just actually throw it out this way. I'm going to let you think of something that you might need a little help with in your mind. Just some guidance. That's what the cards are for. So a little guidance with anything going on with you. You can just think about it in your head, so you don't need to tell the world about it. And then I'm just going to pull a card for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so you think about it right now. Typically, just for my listeners, I would usually pull like a 10-card spread is the ones that I like the best. And then I explain every card and kind of, one fell out. So hold on one sec, I got to get it.
That one just leapt out of the pile.
Jumped out of the pile. So, okay. So, and it's a beautiful card, and they're kind of very feminine cards. So I apologize, Patrick, but they're nice cards. It is, as I make a lot of noise. So the card that literally jumped out for you is the Hope card. So whatever, I know it sounds very vague, but whatever your thought or question was, I feel like for you and this card, because every card is kind of the same but kind of different, because how my gift works is that I just have like kind of like I tell people, I kind of like just download information from this divine source. So for you, Patrick, I feel like as you're on this journey with whatever your question was, I feel like you might have a couple of moments. I don't want to say despair. I don't think it's going to get like that bad by any means, but there just might be like moments of doubt. And this card of hope is just to remind you that to just keep that hope, keep that. I want to feel like keep that like bright light inside you sort of thing. And then as you're going through, and I want to say walking toward this. So I'm not sure if this is whatever your question was, but kind of going toward this goal or I just keep wanting to say walking toward it. So I'm not sure if that, whatever your question is, but that's kind of it's like a little, the picture is a woman because they're all woman cards, but in the tree, in this little thing, there's like little things, there's peace and purity and joy. And, oh yeah, Joey can show the world on the Facebook, at least what the card looks like. I can go a little closer. I don't know if you're watching on Facebook or not, but that's the card. It's this hope card. It's just really to just, and I feel like it's so vague, but I feel like it has to work perfectly because I truly believe that Spirit is giving us all we want. But it's just letting you know to just keep that hope while you're on that journey to getting whatever you want. Does that make sense for you at all?
It does. Yes, it does.
Okay, so then I think, and I keep wanting to feel like two moments of doubt or two, and I don't, like, again, despair is a tough word, but maybe there will be moments of despair, I'm not sure, but I just keep feeling like there might be a couple of times that you might think that, gosh, this isn't going to work or whatever else. So just to keep moving forward with that one, okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. Well, thank you, Patrick, for calling in.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you. All right, cool. Yeah, sometimes it's hard at the end of the hour when people are calling in. So for everybody listening, you're listening to When Spirit Speaks with Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for talk and radio. And I have here with me Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks so much for being here. We've been chatting about your castle, which just sounds so hilariously like awesome every time I say it. Does that feel weird to you still that you're talking about your castle?
Yep, still sometimes. We bought it in September and it still like strikes me sometimes that I own the castle.
I have the hugest grin on my face like every time I say it. It's
so exciting.
Like you're my friend and you have a castle. Like I don't even know why. It's just like it's so fun. Which is again, and as I'm like saying that, like even during my normal day, I get like information just downloaded into my brain. So that's just how I work. So usually people are around me and I don't typically like say it out loud. But since we're chatting, it's like just you talking about the castle, and then I just want to. It's like it's filling me with joy just chatting with you about it. So I can only imagine how awesome it is for you, obviously, to have it.
Yes.
And then your husband said that was him who called in on Facebook. I was like, hey, I thought so, Patrick, but just in case, I didn't want to be like, hey, like we were buddies. So thanks for calling in. That was Melissa's husband.
Hi.
So I want people to, like motivational speaker is on my list, actually. I would love to be a motivational speaker for people, for anything, for like childhood obesity and just feminine power and even male power. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Just getting out there and making things better. But just being able to speak about something and be filled with so much joy while I'm talking about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I just want everybody to have stuff like that in their lives.
Definitely. Yeah, and it can be about anything. You just have to create that joy and that goal and just know that it's going to work out and just envision that it's going to be successful.
Exactly. No, exactly. And it's just like that new car or that whatever, I don't even care what it is.
So actually, in honor of Martin Luther King Day, I wrote down my favorite quote from him. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase.
I love it.
And I thought that just played into what we were talking
Perfect.
about.
No,
your
it's
goal. You don't
yes,
know.
it
You don't
gives
know
me
the rest.
chills.
You don't know the rest of the
Exactly.
staircase, but you have to take that first step if you believe in it.
Exactly. No, I love it. And then there was another one that I think it's John Canfield or Jack Canfield on The Secret. I don't know if you've watched or read The Secret or whatever.
Yep.
He says the same thing about you can drive cross country with the headlights of your car. You can only see 10 feet in front of you.
Right.
But at night you can still drive. You can still go all the way across the country, like even just by seeing that 10 feet in front of you the whole time. So it's like, I talk about baby steps all the time for all of my friends. Like, I don't care. And sometimes I'm just super lazy. So I'm like, yeah, today I did like one thing, but baby steps.
A step in the right direction.
Exactly. It is a step in the right direction. So I feel like people sometimes like, even like my caller earlier, and I was, my mother said, we walk by faith, not by sight. That was her Facebook thing. Mm-hmm. So exactly. So you just kind of know that it's going to, you can't see all the way in front of you, but you just know it's going to happen.
Yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I just love it. So it just like, I love, like every day I'm just filled with such joy and beautifulness. That's not even a word. I don't even know.
Yeah,
but it's
you
just
have to find the beautifulness,
Yeah. I just make myself crack up laughing like all the time, and just like literally sitting here with you talking about this castle. Like I would be like, I have a castle. Like I literally would be telling everybody.
My friends are so funny though. When I finally invite them and they're able to come, they're like, what's the address of your castle? And they're like, I've never asked anyone that before.
I know, right? Like
these moments that just strike you,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's so great. It's just like I'm just cracking up with it. But all right. So we will be right back. We're going to take a break, guys. Thank you so much for listening. See you in a few minutes.
You're listening to 1590 WSMN Nashua.
USA Radio News with Tim Berg.
President Trump and Vice President Mike Pence are paying their respects at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial in Washington, D.C. The event was a bit of a surprise as the president had no public event scheduled for Monday. Alveda King, niece to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., reminds us how we should remember her uncle.
I'm encouraging people today to remember he was a prophet. He was seeking the divine. He did not serve politics nor government. Martin Luther King Jr. served God.
That audio courtesy of Fox News. As the partial government shutdown continues, more and more TSA agents are calling in sick. By last count, the number was right around 10%. And TSA agent James Keys tells Fox News, going into work and not getting paid, it's becoming a challenge.
You go to work and you expect, pay for hard work, and you wake up and your bank account's empty.
You're listening to USA Radio News.
Hi, folks. It's a holiday season with hope in the air. Things to look forward to and no time for despair. Health can be a challenge, and so can the mail. So Get the Tea wants to help you by giving you a sale. Buy 2 months of Super Tea and get 1 month for free. No limit. That's buy 2 months of Super Tea and get 1 month free. That's a savings of $35. Where? GetTheTea.com. That's GetTheTea.com. Scroll down on the front page and find the buy 2, get 1 free ad. Click it and save. Orders over $100 get free shipping. Send the gift of life. Change tea at getthetea.com. We have many, many non-GMO organic supplements just waiting for you. This holiday season, enjoy health and Thanksgiving with getthetea.com. Want to call us? 928-308-0408. That's 928-308-0408. Getthetea.com is a proud sponsor of doing what's right. That's getthetea.com.
Americans consumed less alcohol in 2018 for the third consecutive year. USA Radio Network's John Clemens reports.
The findings come from IWSR, the leading global beverage, alcohol data, and analytics firm based in London. Brandy Rand of IWSR tells us it's beer consumption that is down 1.5%.
If you look at volume share, 78% of total volume share of beverage alcohol consumption in the U.S. is beer.
Conversely, consumption of wine and spirits has increased.
wine and spirits have been growing pretty strongly over the past 20 years or so, even some subsegments of beer.
I'm John Clemens.
President Trump is paying his respects to the 4 Americans killed in a suicide bombing in Syria. The president traveled to Dover Air Force Base to meet with the families of the fallen. Retired U.S. Army Ranger Sean Parnell says this is part of being the commander-in-chief.
So much about being a successful commander in the military is just about showing up when the times are tough.
You're listening to USA Radio News.
The following update is for drivers who pay too much for car insurance due to DUIs, DWIs, tickets, or anything else. Our company specializes in low-cost SR22 auto insurance. We know that mistakes happen and offer free quotes for very affordable auto insurance meant specifically for you, the overpaying high-risk driver. The quote is free, and we'll handle the filing so you can start saving money. Call 800-758-0725. 800-758-0725. 800-758-0725.
A tenured University of Colorado professor recently delivered a speech raising public awareness about the prevalence of a liberal bias across college campuses. Joshua Dunn is a political science professor at the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. He tells Fox News why he felt it was vital to bring up the lack of diversity during his speech.
Certainly. So I think it's important both for teaching and for research. If you think about the university, those are the two most important things that we do. And if we're training the next generation of leaders, we really do need to make certain that students are exposed to a wide range of ideas. As well, if you're generating research, if you don't have people trying to point out some of the errors in your research, then there are going to be dangers that you're going to consolidate around opinions or viewpoints that they're really incorrect.
Professor Dunn was then asked if he expects that there will be more conservative or libertarian leading professors on college campuses.
I don't think it's going to change anytime soon, because if you're going to get conservative professors, you need to get conservatives going into graduate school. And I think there are a lot of conservative students who just really aren't interested in a career in higher education, or they're afraid that they'll be discriminated against because of their politics. So I don't think it'll change anytime soon. But there is an effort, particularly by many people on the left in the university, to try and generate a greater range of viewpoints. There's a great organization called Heterodox Academy that was founded by progressive scholars to really take on this problem.
Please remember, you can always check us out online at usaradio.com. For USA Radio News, I'm Tim Berg.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mark Rosenthal. Here's what's happening for southern New Hampshire. Overnight, clear, windy, bitter, cold, 0 to 10 below, wind chills of 20 below. In tomorrow, lots of sunshine, not quite as bad. Should hit about 21 or so. Wednesday, clouding up. Could be a burst of snow, going to rain during the afternoon. It'll be near 40. Certainly stay tuned. I'm Mark Rosenthal reporting for WSMN 1590 and WLMW 90.7 in Manchester.
It's 4 degrees. It's 9:05.
Welcome to When Spirits Speak with Steffanie Damboise. Steffanie has always been gifted, but it wasn't until her 20s that Spirit began guiding her to her new path, being led from one piece of the puzzle to the next. Steffanie found herself moving from meditation to mediumship classes. Join her now as she connects you with Spirit and past loved ones, and teaches you how to tap into your own gifts as an empath, healer, and intuitive. Now your host, Steffanie Damboise.
Welcome back, family and friends. You're here with me, your host, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on WSMN 1590, Nashua's news, source for news and talk. I'm just staring, I'm like out of it. I'm here tonight with my friend Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty.
Yes, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here. So we've been chatting a lot about, obviously, mediumship and your realtor, real estate. It's like the weirdest word for me.
Mentally, you're putting an I in there.
Yeah.
There's no I, realty. Maybe that'll help you.
Yeah, probably. My brain, I just need like weird things to like listen or whatever. But Oh, and anybody on Facebook just tuning in, I did tag my website. I did tag Starkey Realty, and then Friends of Kimball Castle, which is your castle that you own.
Yeah, so we own a castle, and that's the Facebook page where we post updates and pictures of progress. And so feel free to friend
when
them
they have their
and follow
volunteer
us.
day that they're gonna have.
Yeah, everyone can help come clean up the yard and help make it
we can
beautiful
go Facebook
again.
Live there.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh my God, it's gonna be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I tagged my Facebook page as well. So again, this is Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, and I do spell my name with 2 F's. So if you're looking me up, it gets a little confusing. But Steffanie, Steffanie. Pretty much just start typing that in. You'll find Psychic Medium, and then my website is just my name, StephanieDamboise.com. So yeah, so on there you can find all my readings and stuff, my services, which I just think is a weird word. So I'm trying to figure that out, updating my website.
Yes.
Readings I offer. I don't know what I'm gonna write on there, but
yeah.
So Melissa, tell me a little bit about your real estate business.
Yeah, so we
Please.
have been open since 2016. So we just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, which is very exciting. We sold 77 houses last year, and we're bringing on our 7th agent. So we are growing.
777.
Lots of sevens there for sure.
I love it.
We are a boutique office in downtown Concord, and we work an hour radius around Concord. So that brings us down to the border of Massachusetts and up into the Lakes region over to the seacoast. So.
And is there somebody in your office? I was just thinking, like, as you're talking, like, could people just stop in and say, hey? Like,
Yeah,
it's such a
yep.
cute little office. I mean, just
Yeah,
to like,
thank
hey, I heard you on Stephanie's radio showing. I don't know.
Yeah, and then come on in. Yeah, so when we're there, we don't have other appointments. So
yeah, I know, because you're probably like all over the place on
yes,
your boat,
exactly. Yeah, we might be on the boat on the Visaki, helping people buy island properties. Not this time of year, but when it's a little warmer.
That would be
out.
hardcore.
Yeah,
if you were doing that.
We're just going to snowmobile people out there to the island.
Exactly. Does it even freeze? I don't even know. But so that's exciting. Yeah, I can't even believe it's 3 years. I saw Melissa's new like office. Like, I don't even. It must have been right after you got it.
Yes, I think so.
It was super cool. And I met Melissa a while ago at a networking event, which we still can't remember. So
yeah, 6-7 years ago, and we stayed in touch ever since. So thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah,
for
you're so
today.
welcome. Yeah, you popped into my head, and my show is called When Spirit Speaks, and I truly, being a psychic medium, I really do listen to spirit when they guide me in whatever direction it might be. Like, literally, I was saying I need to walk into like the tattoo and piercing shop because I keep being told I need to be there. I have no idea why I need to go there, but I'm going to go there. That's just how my life works. But and then you popped into my head, so I was like, I gotta have her on here. So and here you are. Yay!
Here I am.
I know. And it just another thing I like to talk about during my radio show is that I have I love finding people that just one of my mantras is I want to find have people in my life who set my soul on fire.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only people that I want in my life.
Yes, it's hard.
It is difficult, but it is doable. I mean, people don't think, sometimes you just have to let people go. And there was that orange moon, blood moon. What was it called last night?
Yeah, with the eclipse. Isn't that a passing of new time?
Yes, it's passing. New time. Just a big time for releasing anything that doesn't serve you. And that is friends sometime, friends that you think are friends, but really don't need to be friends, sort of thing. So that is tough, but I understand. And I actually randomly just happened to me last night. It was like someone went real crazy on me, and I was like, okay, well that would be a block. We're gonna block your number right now.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I was hardcore. I was like, I do not. Like, I don't deal with any of that. Well, I mean, I can, but there's no point. I don't want that in my life. So when it happens, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
So, and people keep Googling the castle, which is awesome. I have seen people on Facebook, like my friend Paula looks it up. My friend Nicole here just looks it up. It is beautiful, isn't it? Gosh, I Googled it last night just because I've seen it before, but I had to refresh my memory. So I can't wait till you have like a opening day or something, or just like a family day. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm just putting these ideas in your head.
We are going to have an open house in spring as soon as we get the approval from the town. So that starts next month, and we're hoping to start holding weddings in the spring.
So cool. Yeah.
We're going to have a big open house, and everyone will be invited to come check it out.
That's so
We'd love
great
to give everyone a tour. The innkeeper house we've been renovating since we bought it. So I've been painting and painting and painting.
Gosh, I remember when I was painting my house,
gonna
I
be
was like,
beautiful.
I couldn't even use my fingers. I was like, oh my God, I can't even do anything.
Beadboard, why?
Yeah. Oh my God, I can't even imagine that much. But it's super cool that you're there getting like hands-on.
Definitely. It means a lot to me. And I wanted it to be done perfectly. And I had this vision on how it could be done. And so I'm super excited to be getting it painted and then decorate.
Yeah.
And then take pictures and be able to put them out there, because we are going to have it Airbnb so that people can come and stay.
That's super cool too.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Oh, that's even more exciting. Yeah, people are checking it out. My friend Carrie checked it out. Just
Fabulous.
saw the castle.
Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
so neat. So each week I keep pulling some cards for everybody. So I'm going to do that again. So everybody listening, I'm going to pull 3 cards. I just keep telling people to just think of a number, 1, 2, or 3, and you can do it as well, Melissa.
All right. Sounds good.
So everybody listening, and then even if you're, listening to this tomorrow, obviously, right now, you got to think of a number. So 1, 2, or 3. And then I'm just going to pick some cards, and then I'm going to explain them. And then around 9:30, I'll definitely start taking live calls again for some medium reading. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I'm just kind of shuffling, waiting for one to jump out again.
See if one jumps out like the last caller.
Yeah, yes, I know. And my friend Robin said to me I should do some readings at the castle, which I already thought about. Robin, what a great idea. Oh, on that note, while I'm pulling cards, you were talking about, you think the owner, I was asking you earlier if you thought you sell houses and you buy houses.
Yes.
So have you ever felt like spirit, or just, because some people who aren't mediums obviously still can feel spirit. Everybody feels things differently, chills or cold or however. So I was asking you if it ever, if you personally had ever felt anything like that in the houses you've bought or sold or anything like that.
Yeah, believe it or not, we're in houses all day long, doing showings and selling them. And I think that we're probably not there long enough to really feel too much. But I was telling her that I'm pretty sure that Ben Kimball is still in the castle, because it was, a true love of his, and he passed away at the castle. So, I always chat with him while I'm there, and, make sure that he's okay and on board with the project. It means a lot to me. So
I totally want to come do like a Facebook Live and see what I feel. That'd be so cool. In a good way. Obviously I'm not afraid of spirit or anything. I always feel like people are like, no, I don't want any spirit in my house. I'm like, yeah, there's spirit everywhere. It's just how you react to it, obviously. But I am obviously not afraid of it. So, but I think it's so cool. I don't know. It's so cool. I like that people feel that. I was going to say, has anything weird happened, but I don't want to freak people out about okay.
No, and the innkeeper house doesn't have anything weird. No, it's, I think it's good.
And then are you going to be Airbnb the innkeeper, just the innkeeper house?
Yes,
or is there multiple rooms in that or something?
Yes,
or?
so we're redoing that into 3 suites, so that when we have a wedding there, the bridal party will be able to stay.
Okay.
But during the week, or if there isn't a wedding being held, then the 3 suites will be available for Airbnb. And then we'll hold weddings, and then hopefully that's successful, so then we can put that money back into fixing the castle, because that's a really big project, and we want to put a hall onto it, and renovate the rooms in there. So the wedding venue needs to be successable in order to fund the castle. So that's our, we have to do it in stages realistically, but it's all part of the vision.
Yeah, it's just I might just buy a castle on my goal list at this point.
I mean, you gotta do
I
it.
don't know, right? Right now I'm trying to buy I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm going to buy a yurt. That's my life goal right now. But just, you never know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe we could be like castle neighbors.
Definitely.
Is there, I don't even know. Maybe I'll just build one next to you.
There's a little one on one of the islands.
We can take the boat out there.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just going to write it down. You never
take
know.
The boat right by. Yeah, exactly.
You never know what, I don't know.
Yeah, we actually sold one of the properties on Lock Island, and the owners were pointing up at the castle telling us the story about it.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, it makes me want to
heard about it.
Yeah, it's just cool to know some New Hampshire history, you know? I think that's especially as I've been traveling more, overseas and Europe and stuff, it's just nice to I know all this history about all these other places, and I'm like, I should probably look up more New Hampshire history, you know, while I'm here. So, so if everybody's tuning in right now, you are listening to Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I'm here with my friend Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty.
Yes, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah. So we are doing some card readings right now. So I just told everybody to just pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. I like to give people a little bit of guidance for the week. It is a Monday, so you've made it past Monday.
Right.
So that's a good thing. So it's Monday night. So for the rest of the week until next Monday, when you're definitely listening to my show again, you can have a little bit of guidance. So we're going to start with number 1. Did you pick your number yet?
I did.
Okay. You don't have to tell me. I just want to know.
Okay.
All right. So the first card, it is the expressions card. So I know nobody can see. I'm staring at the camera because I don't have Joey here to put it up
Do you want me
there.
to run it over there?
Sure, you can if you want. We're just gonna wander around this place. So the expressions card, she's gonna be my Vanna. It's like a woman with a mask over her face. So typically, There you go. A little higher. Yeah, that's good. So she has this mask over her face and all these like butterflies and stuff. Usually when I pull this card, you're good, Melissa. Thank you. When I pull this card for people, I just letting them know it's like kind of like your time to shine. Like you've kind of been holding in this yourself, I guess. Like you haven't been showing people the real version of you. It's like your creativity and everything inside you just wants to jump out. It's ready. Like this mask is like this sheer mask over her face. And men or women, obviously I'm saying she because they're woman cards, but and like it's kind of just your time to shine. Like let that, take that black veil off. Let the real you shine. It's almost like the I keep seeing like you're out there and it's rainy and you're just dancing in the rain and going crazy, just kind of doing things that really are your personality. Dancing around the house, singing out loud. I don't care what it is, but taking that art class, or I don't even know, just things are popping in my head, right? So like, I want to take a woodworking class. I don't know, it's just really just kind of jumping out of this, I guess a shadow that you're kind of like living behind, I guess, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Like sometimes sometimes I try to like speak and then I'm like, did that make any sense while I was talking? Yeah, so I love that card. It's really just letting everybody know that it is time to take some action and let like the real you that you haven't shown in a while come through, because it really doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. Just gotta be yourself and roll with it. Most people say that to me all the time. They're always like, Steph, tell me how you really feel. Because I've already obviously told them. And then they say it back to me. I'm like, hey, you asked me a question, like, yeah, oh my God, right? Crazy. Like being honest about something. All right. So that was number 1. So that's a good one. Roll with that, people. All right. So card number 2. All right. It is the intuition card. Are you going to be my Vanna again?
Yeah, I'll Vanna it up.
Sure, thank you. So intuition, this one really is as simple as it sounds. So I feel like, I don't want to be completely vague with it, but I feel like, perfect. She's getting so good at this. I feel like it's really just kind of, I don't want to say clarifying, but that's where this popping in my head. For whomever's listening, if you pick this card for the week, I feel like there's something that you either need to do or want to do, or a decision that you need to make. And this card is really just letting you know that you already know what the answer is. Your intuition has really already told you. And it's like, I always get this image when I have this card, or not always, but it's popping in my head now. So it's like you're cutting away anything attached to you that is, not helping you decide, like people, emotions, places. It's almost like there's like strings attached to somebody, and I always see like scissors kind of like going around them. Like people on Facebook can see me cutting, cutting these things away from me. But if you're listening on the radio, so you're just like, it's like you're not listening to anybody else. You already know your intuition. It's just. And I explain it to people all the time. Intuition can just be however everybody feels things differently. So that like, your stomach kind of just little like, ooh, this is the right or wrong, right or wrong way. Maybe a spirit guide or somebody that you thought was like, can guide you. Like maybe they pop in your head, something like that. But all right, I will continue on with this for a minute. We're going to take a little break, guys, and I'll be back for card number 3. Thanks.
The Village Network was created for only one reason: to keep those 62 and older in their home as long as possible, ideally for the rest of their life. The Village Network is the answer for children who do not live nearby and worry about their parents being able to remain independently and safely at home. The Village Network has a network of trusted providers and volunteers who provide transportation, home repair, home-delivered meals, grocery shopping, and others who are there to help when you need them. We can even find someone to walk your dog. The Village Network does not charge thousands of dollars of upfront costs for services you may never need. With the Village Network, you only pay for services when you need them. Become a member of the Village Network today by calling 603-891-0008. That's 603-891-0008. The Village Network. Become a member today.
Title Boxing Club is the best and only authentic full-body boxing workout that changes your body, clears your mind, and completely engages your spirit. Our signature workout utilizes the fundamentals of a true boxer's workout, including proper heavy bag training to strengthen and tone your arms, legs, back, core, stamina, and your confidence. Empowering, exhilarating, and totally addictive. This is your new favorite workout class. Visit them online at TitleBoxingClub.com or call 603-206-5608. That's 206-5608 and begin today.
All right, I've gone through all the tracks. Just move through the beats. Do your thing.
All right, everyone, let's hear it for West High's own Brooke Turner, a.k.a. DJ Hook.
Scratching at my first school dance takes confidence. So getting into college, I've got what it takes. So do you.
Visit knowhowtogo.org to learn what you should be doing right now to prepare for college. Start taking the steps at knowhowtogo.org. Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation, and the Ad Council.
When I was young, I knew something was wrong. My mother would forget to pick me up from school.
Drugs and alcohol may make you forget your problems and more.
Then she remembered something. Me. My mom worked hard to be in recovery, and now she is here for me. Hi, Mom. You ready? Let's go.
For drug and alcohol treatment for you or someone you love, call 1-800-662-HELP. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, I'm going out to buy those shelves for the closet.
Oh, will you pick up 800 lumen bulbs?
Honey, I love you, but 800 more flowers? You'll give the neighbors a real reason to think we're wacky.
Not flower bulbs, light bulbs.
Come on, Dad. Lumens tell you how bright a bulb is. Our 60-watt bulbs give off about 800 lumens. We can replace them with new 800 lumen bulbs. Bulbs just as bright that use much less energy.
So, we'll save money.
Yes, and we can use that money to increase my allowance.
Right. Wise guy.
Worth a try.
So, you got that?
Got it. No tulips, no watts, 800 lumens, and more savings.
He got it.
Lumens, the new way to shop for light. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. That's EnergySavers.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Energy.
Welcome back, everyone. You are with me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And I am with my friend Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's no problem. I love it. It's been like so much fun the past.
Yeah,
been like, I just stopped saying that word. Gosh, it's just flowing. The energy's great in here. It's awesome. Yeah, so we were just pulling some cards for everyone that joined, or it's listening now, joining every cards just to give you all some guidance for the week coming. So 1, 2, or 3 were the cards that I picked. I already kind of explained one, which was expression. Last week I actually finished before the break. This week I was just chatting far too much. So expressions card, and then the second card was intuition. So if anybody did pull or think the card number 2, just your intuition's just telling you to make some choices like that you already know that you need to make. Because your intuition is telling you. So, and the third card, I'm going to flip over right now. Oh, it's a cute card. It's the playfulness card. Do you want to be Vanna again?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Please,
do it.
since Joey's running away on us. Melissa's the best. So, what playfulness? I'm like, what was the card? Gosh, my brain's already off. So playfulness, if you got this card, oh, look at it. She's on a mushroom. She has wings. So it's just kind of, thank you. It's reminding all of you to kind of bring out that playfulness in yourself. Like this is the week I'm feeling like anybody who maybe picked this might be a little bit stressed maybe this week, or things are, I feel like there's a lot of changes with that. I know people are like, yeah, you're crazy. Like the blood moon, you wanted to call it the blue moon, it's not a blue moon, the blood moon and stuff, it's really bringing some forces, of change around us. And this card is really, Sarah said it was her pick on Facebook. Yeah, it's just reminding you to bring out like that kid. And sometimes I like the playfulness part of, like just things that make you crack up. And because in adults, it's just really hard sometimes. I always like give this little example. We all went, we do Memorial Day weekend camping, my family. Every year we just go camping as a family. And one of the places just had these slides like literally nothing crazy, just these slides that had like some turns in them, and then you fell into the pool.
Right.
So my siblings and I are grown adults, and we were like cracking up laughing, right? Because like we didn't have iPads and phones and anything, right? Like when we were little. So that is playfulness, doing things that like just bring you that, like we were talking about the castle, and it just filling us with joy and happiness. Just like do things like that. And people I feel like always like overreact sometimes, or overthink. React's the wrong word. Overthink this. It's like, well, just what makes you smile. I don't even care if it's like the woman earlier for the live call I did that just like stood in the, I just told her whoever I had, her woman told her to just go stand and get her toes wet in the ocean or whatever, like with the water coming in. Anything like that, just that you love, like sliding down that slide, or just going out into the pool, or just obviously don't pools now, but a little chilly. But the playfulness card, when it comes up, I do love it. It's just like dancing around the house, just singing and smiling, and just I don't know, put on your favorite song, play some board games. I don't really know, just whatever, right? Like what would be a playfulness for you? What would be? Can you think of one thing?
What actually came to mind when you said the slides. So there was a chamber event that was held at Crazy Kids up in Concord, and my friend and I wore yoga pants to this networking event on purpose so that we could go play on all the slides. So people were like in their suits networking, and we were like slides, and they have all these like bonker games.
Okay.
It was like laser tag down the hall.
Yeah, that's so much fun. Yeah. See, exactly, I love it, because I feel like it just as adults we get so busy and we don't have time, or we think we don't have time for all that stuff.
We don't make time.
We don't make time, exactly, because it's just even a few minutes here and there. And again, like it can be as simple as just playing your favorite song, on the radio or something, just, but that card right there is just reminding everybody to just add a little fun to their life this week.
Yeah, it's a good reminder.
Yeah. And if you listen next week, so we've been doing this every week for you guys, just giving you a little guidance. So as a psychic medium, that's just one of the things that I can do for you. I do home parties, so just have some fun, get some gals together. Or guys, I always say gals, I'm sorry guys. Get some people together, and I read for like a couple hours together. You're welcome, Jesse, on Facebook. I'm glad you liked it. Get some friends together. I have an office in my house, so I do home readings, one-on-ones. I do phone calls. I do anything really like psychic medium related. And I really love what I do, and I love changing people's lives and bringing closure to people with how to have had loved ones pass away. It's really a beautiful thing that people will come into my home and then let me into their life. It's like this soul connection. I say it's a half an hour, whatever. They go by in like 10 minutes for me. So. But I'm really privileged to have this gift and be able to share it with so many people.
Yeah, definitely.
May it just be like a smile when I walk past them, or, anything like that. But I do love being able to share that with anybody. So if you're listening right now, we are taking some live medium reading calls. If anybody would like to call in, it is 603-816-1590. You can call in and I can do a quick medium reading with you. I'd love to connect to your spirit loved ones. So your goal this week. So Melissa said her goal was to get 100 sales, right?
Yes.
Sales this year.
Yes.
I almost want to be like 125, but that's whatever, right?
It could totally happen, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I just keep saying, like, everybody just sets this bar so low for themselves. And I just want people to raise the bar.
Yes.
That's part of like why I'm doing this. I know I talk to medium. I talk to dead people, but it's like, it's just where I'm at. I just started, I've had a lot of different jobs. I mean, not that many jobs, but, most people didn't think that I'd be able to be doing this full time. And, I quit my job in April of last year, I think, my day job.
Very exciting.
Not even thinking that they would ask me to go part-time, and they did. So I just did it not on a whim, but I set the bar. It's like, I want to be internationally renowned psychic medium. It is on my vision board.
Yeah.
And we were talking about vision boards. I've done a few of them, these vision boards. So anybody listening, a vision board is really just it's just, I guess, visions. Bunch of pictures.
It's a board.
Yeah, it's a board with visions on it.
With visions on it, yes.
Crazy, right?
So you can do it electronically, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, which is
Technically.
the way I prefer. You know, you get the actual board and you cut out of old magazines. And
Yeah, you just look through the
pictures.
Yeah, continue. So you've made one before.
Yes.
Yeah. So when did you, if you don't mind me asking, like when did you make
a couple different times actually in my life. I usually at those crossroads actually for me, kind of set out, you know, the vision I wanted to have at that crossroads for the new path, and, you know, did the pictures and the vision and cut out all the words and posted them all on there.
And had like what has come true? Have you like circled
Pretty
them
much
or crossed them off?
everything, yeah.
I love it. Did you put a castle on your?
I have to go back and look. Actually, that's a great question.
That would be
Yes,
so cool
I actually
if you
ordered
did.
Patrick out of the soulmate book of like
Oh my God.
characteristics of a human, and in there he like walks the
you
door.
really did?
Literally,
Like,
that happened.
Really?
Yes.
Like, was it a picture of a man or just like these?
The description of all the qualities.
Oh, I love
Yep.
it.
And I was at dinner and I was like, my soulmate is going to walk in, and he was standing there, like, no lie.
That is insane.
I know.
I love
Yeah.
it. It's almost like, oh my God.
I know.
It gives me like hope. gives me hope for my
You
future.
just have to put it into the
I know,
universe
I know.
exactly what you
I
want,
keep
and just
trying
trust
to,
it will
but-
happen.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I just like I do this for like a living and I don't trust that it will happen. But
That's a key step, actually.
I know. Well, it's like
Yes.
when you've been burned so many times, you know.
Mhm.
As most people, women, I don't even know, probably know at this part. That's like yeah, it's like it's one of the things. It's probably like it's like, oh my God. But yes, the positive attitude about that. All right. We do have a caller on the line. So we'll say hi. Hi, Jessica?
Yes.
Hi, how are you
how's it
doing?
going? Doing really well.
Doing well, thank you. Jessica from Belmont, right?
Yes.
Thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
We're excited.
Oh, perfect. So have you ever been to a medium before?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I just usually ask people, and then I'm just kind of we're going to repeat it for everybody listening. I just ask really that you just have an open mind. I can't control who comes in when I bring in spirit, but I will call in your peeps, as I usually say, your family and friends in spirit in a minute here. And I fully trust that spirit just knows who you need to hear from. And I'll get a bunch of information for you if I can. And then we'll just kind of go from there. I always just tell people if they want to write it down, that's good too. So you can always go back. I tell people to really just listen to what I say, because sometimes I have no idea what comes out of my mouth. And I definitely won't remember. So, all right, Jessica, I'm just going to put you on kind of like a hold for a second while I call in your people, okay?
Okay.
All right, musical hold. 1 sec. No, or not. It's just not working very well. One sec, Jessica. We're having technical difficulties. All right, hold on. 1 sec. All right, Jess, you still there?
Yes.
I'm calling you.
here.
I'm calling you Jess. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Okay. So I have a gentleman here for you. He is telling me, I did hear passed away in his 70s, 80s, around there. And again, when I get, when they tell me like a couple of decades like that, usually they just kind of acted a little younger than their actual age when they were here on Earth. He is saluting me. So this gentleman was in some sort of military or usually when they, I'm not even going to change my mind. It's like usually when they salute me, it's military. Sometimes it's like they're a cop or something, and but something to that effect. Nonetheless, he is saluting me. He again, he's kind of making my like heart pound a lot, and usually when I get that, it just means it like. Sorry, I'm trying to ask him. Like they tell me what they want, but he's making my heart pound a lot. I'm just gonna leave it there for a sec because he's just like, don't like. He's literally telling me, don't talk about that. So. He was referencing his lungs as well, and I feel like the lungs are what I want to say slowed him down. That's kind of how he's saying to me. Slowed down his life is actually how he put it. Slow down his life. Does this make any sense to you?
Yeah.
I do feel like he has like white hair, and I know that sounds like so vague, but like a lot of white hair. Like for his age, I feel like it's like he has this nice head of hair. is how he's showing to me. And sometimes when they do that, does that make sense? The full like white?
Yeah.
Okay. Like it's a lot of hair. It's not like just like, sometimes when they say that to me, they're totally joking. They had no hair. So it's a little, but I felt like he was telling it like in the proper way. Okay. So one sec. I feel like I'm trying to get better at my military uniforms, but I feel like the one he's showing me is like a darker green color, and it does look like he has some medals hanging from his uniform. Like, and it's not just, I know they have like the I don't even know what they're called on like they have them on the uniform, but they actually look like he actually has the actual medals hanging there. I don't know if that's during a ceremony or something that they put those back on. Does it make any sense to you?
It makes sense to me, yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm like, they're hanging there nonetheless. Okay, so that's obviously a big thing. And I keep calling him a gentleman. Typically when I call a man a gentleman, or that's how I hear them, that's just how they were, a gentleman. Oh,
I can't hear you. 1 second.
Okay, I'm kind of probably because I wasn't talking.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. I kind of just like download a bunch of information in my mind and head. And so I see things, I hear things. For everybody listening, as a psychic medium, I kind of just, it's like then I'm trying to interpret what I'm getting. So he's showing me, I think it's just because it's snowing out, that he was showing me, and we were talking about slides earlier about like sledding, it looks like it looks like sledding like in a, I mean, they could be tubes, but I feel like they're more like those old school plastic sleds that I used to have. And I feel like he's referencing something he may have done with you. Does that make sense?
Could be,
unless you just brought your kids like sledding or something like that.
Nope.
Okay. So I felt like it was more old school because the sled is like, looks like one that I had when we were, when I was little.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's what he was kind of showing me. Whoops, I hit the mic. Sorry. So I asked them a million questions in my mind. They only tell me what they want anyway. So two things really quickly. He's showing me a key. So usually when they show me a key, it means that somebody has just got a new key to something. So a car or a house or apartment or something to that effect.
Yep.
And then, and he's also, when they say stuff like that to me, they're just kind of, letting you know that they know that's happening in your life right now. So they are here kind of with you, so they're seeing, I want to say the progress, but that's the word that popped in my mind for you. And the other one is a bell. So when it's just another one of my symbols. So when I see a bell from spirit, it can literally mean a bell if you had like a little bell someplace. Or it means that you just called on them. Like you just asked them a question, this gentleman, recently, like in your mind or out loud.
I just said the name in my head.
Mm-hmm. Of who it was? Or is? Yeah, that's cute. Okay, I got the chills. No, that's perfect. So kind of like he's telling you he heard your call, I guess, right? So and that's beautiful. It just gives me a chill. So I love it. Just like I know that it's the right person and all as well. But so and he's referencing like for you to keep calling. Keep doing that. He's around you a lot, he says. I'm just asking him how he shows this to you. So let me see what he says. So I'm not going to lie. I've actually never had somebody tell me this before, but he's saying like smoke or clouds or something is the way he's around you. Is that making any sense to you? Like it looks like the tailpipe smoke or something like that. Or like, and as I'm saying that, maybe even have you smelled cigarette smoke and there's no way you could have smelled it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. So maybe this, because I feel like the lung, like I said earlier, the lung was a problem, and I feel like that might be part of it as well. But I kept like kind of almost seeing like a, like a puff of smoke, and then you were in the middle of it. So to me, I thought it was literal. So I think maybe he's just saying like if you are smelling cigarette smoke or smoke or something to that effect, that's him. Like they say smells is really a big thing when you're connecting with spirit. So like sometimes I smell cigarette smoke and I'm like, is something burning? Like, I'm like, who smokes cigarettes? I have no idea. But so maybe pay more attention to that one. That's how he's trying to get your attention.
Okay.
And it has to be like when you're not like next to somebody smoking, does that make sense? Like, okay. It can't be like that easy. It has to be when there's just no doubt that it has to be him, or something else. It has to be a spirit or something. And I feel like you'll notice it more. And I feel like he's like joking about it. Like, I'm not sure if he did that when he was, alive. Like he would like take in like the, like inhale really big and just like blow it, near people. I don't know. It's funny in my mind. So this is kind of what I'm feeling about it. Like that he would do that when he was, alive.
Okay.
Let me see what he says. 1 second. Give me 1 second here. So I'm just asking him if he has like a message for you. So, and he's referencing like a deck or something like that. Like, I don't know if it's like building a deck or being on the deck. Does that make any sense to you?
If you say the word and like I automatically think of something.
Okay, then I will roll with that. I always tell that to people. Like, I try not to interpret what I get. But that's just what I saw. I saw a deck, and that was like his message for you. So if you can take it and relate it to something, and it makes sense to you, I will definitely roll with that. I felt positive about it, whatever he is talking about for that deck for you. But that makes sense to you, you said? The deck. The deck part.
Yeah, I can make sense of it.
Okay. Yeah, he just seems like that's like I asked, like he just said that again. So however you're taking it in your mind, that's exactly how he wants it to be. But just know that he is around you, and
he wants me to fix it.
Oh, there we go. Good. Okay, that's like not hilarious, but hilarious. I felt like he was a kind of a funny guy, so that's good. Good. Okay, so just. Sorry that's his message for you. Sometimes I get, fun messages. That's perfect. I already like this guy. I feel like he's actually like kind of like pushing you in the direction, like to go whatever you need to get it. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like he's already like, I don't know if like Home Depot keeps popping in your mind or something like that, but I feel like he's putting it there for you to like, get it done. But, And then just very quickly before I let you go here, he did, I'm not sure what was happening with the heart, but the pounding of the heart, I'm not sure if that's happening with you right now, because my heart's pounding a lot again. And he just kind of said to go like, and not to scare anybody by any means, but just to go get your heart checked.
Huh.
Can you take that? It might just be anxiety or something. You just need to breathe a little more, like nothing too, I don't think it's anything like, I don't want to say important because that sounds horrible, but anything too bad by any means, just like something like that. You might just need to take a few deep breaths,
Okay.
But I just keep hearing check that. So I will leave you with that. And thank you so much for calling, and thank you for letting me talk to your spirit.
Thank you so much. I will message you as soon as I'm done here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. Great. All right, guys. Yay. So we're going to go to a break, and I will see you in a few minutes.
Monsters could be living
Welcome
under your
to
child's
Dial a Movie, your one-stop guide to what's playing. For the Hollywood blockbuster, Anything But Sunshine, press 1. For the romantic comedy, Anything But Sunshine, press 2. And for Anything But Sunshine...
You expect options everywhere else in life. Are you getting them when it comes to your medical treatment? Explore all your options and talk with your doctor about what's right for you. Knowing your options is the best option. Learn more at ahrq.gov. That's ahrq.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but you've left me no choice. I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is really serious, and lately you seem to really not care. I've been there for you since day one, and I know you think I'm going to keep ticking. But no, my friend, I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to the good times? when we were more active and ate more healthy foods, and you checked on me every once in a while. Is that too much to ask? I don't want to leave, but unless you stop ignoring me, what else am I supposed to do? Remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. Doing the minimum to control your high blood pressure isn't doing enough. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get your blood pressure to a healthy range before it's too late. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Have you suffered a motor vehicle injury and need professional assistance? Do you need a team that gets you back on track and taking the green? That team for you is Bardis Law. Bardis Law has 3 attorneys and 2 paralegals that can assist you if you've been injured in an accident. Athletes get injured on the field and on the track all the time. Routine injuries can be expected in sports. Accidents are not anticipated in everyday activities. If you get injured in a motor vehicle accident, call Bardis Law at 603-420-8588 or visit www.bardislaw.com.
Hi, this is Tony Joyce from Joyce Cooling and Heating. Now that winter is here, hopefully your heating system is working. Did you know that a 30-year-old heating system can waste up to 50% of its energy? Don't you think it's time to upgrade your system to a new high-efficiency Lennox, Mitsubishi, or Rinnai? Starting in January, you may qualify for these energy rebates of up to $1,500. These rebates are available for a limited time, so don't wait. Call Joyce Cooling and Heating at 882-4244 or on the web at joycecool.com.
Welcome back, guys. You're listening to your host, me, Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium, on WSMN 1590, Nashua's source for news and talk radio. And you're here with my friend Melissa Starkey from Starkey Realty.
Yes, hi. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So we were taking live calls, and I do have a caller on the line. Hi, is this Jamie from Florida?
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Good. I just wanted to say hi, and I'm listening, and you kick butt.
Well, thank you for not swearing. I also appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course.
Would you like a reading?
I wasn't going for one, but if you feel you'd like to, sure.
I know. I'm like, I appreciate your call.
Yeah, no, I mean, just wanted to say you're awesome.
Well, I feel like you're here though now. I mean, we might as well try to get a reading really quick.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
All right. And it was good for the listeners because I do know Jamie is one of my friends. I have friends. It's crazy. So it gets a little more tough when I have friends and I'm doing readings, but it's great because
don't sweat it.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm like, no, it's even better because then I have to try a little harder. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Jamie, just give me 1 second. I'm actually going to put you on like musical hold for a second while I call you.
Take your time.
Okay, 1 sec. Thank you.
Cool.
Jamie. So, I have this guy for you. Okay. And again, you can write it down or you can listen. So at first cool. He told me, he said like 70s first for age passed away. And then I heard like 90s. So I'm not sure if I feel like the 90s might be the years like that he passed away. Like the 1990s.
I don't know.
Okay, unless 90s is correct for you. But I felt like he was just telling me these different ages. So like I heard 70s first and then I heard 90s after. So which is very weird for me typically. Like I said, when I have 2 separate ages like that, they're telling me that they acted younger than their actual age. When they were here on Earth. So I will let you take that, however. So nonetheless, an older gentleman here. I do know what your father looks like, obviously. But I feel like he looks a lot like your dad, in that sense. So I'm not sure, but that's what I keep feeling and hearing and stuff. So, He looks a lot like your dad. He keeps making reference to like one of his legs. I keep touching my right leg, so I'm going to roll with that. And I almost want to say like his toes or foot, because so usually when that happens to me, it just means that the toe or the foot just means like a diabetes sort of thing, and it was affecting like their legs. Does that make any sense to you?
My grandfather was in his 90s when he passed away, and he had his leg, he had trouble. Well, actually, my family has a history of bad legs. So, yeah,
Okay.
it does make sense.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if his right leg, like, so my right leg swells, which is I'm total meme. So, and that's kind of what he's just saying. Like I have more troubles with that right leg than the left leg. So, and then he does keep showing me like a cane of some sort, as well. So, and it doesn't,
Yeah, of course.
okay. It looks like it's like wooden though. It doesn't look like it's like a metal cane. At least how he's showing it to me. Like it looks like he even maybe tried to make it a little cooler with like
I think there was something like that. Yeah.
Like a decoration or something on it. I don't know if he like painted it on there or something, but it just looks like that he did. I don't know if he whittled on it. I don't know what he did, but it just looks like there was something different on this cane.
It might have been a Walgreens cane, but he picked it up and it was a nice custom cane, right?
Okay, it just it looks like, yeah, right. I don't know. I just feel like it's not like your I don't want to say your typical old man cane, but I feel like he had some flair to it, if that makes any sense. So
my cousin Kelly felt my grandfather a lot more than I did, and she would definitely be able to answer that question. And I'm pretty sure she knows what I'm talking about and what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I know that. Not that I like. Yeah. So we can ask them. Maybe she's listening, or we'll just make her listen tomorrow or something. So, all right. What else can I get from him? So, as I say that, I'm taking like a deep breath in. I feel like I'm trying to take a deep breath. So I'm going to say like he had some breathing issues. Again,
Nothing that comes to mind.
That's okay. And I don't feel like it's anything that like took his life by any means, but I just feel like it and I want to say it slowed him down, the breathing stuff. Maybe even just like, as I'm saying that, like a pneumonia, maybe he was just prone to getting sick here and there. But like I just want to trying to take a deep breath in. So that's what he's kind of saying with that one. Okay, so he's showing me palm trees and stuff, and I know obviously you're from Florida, so that one's easy, but I just wanted to say it out loud because I saw the image. So I'm not sure if he had ever went there or anything like that, if that pertains to him at all, but I do see that. He's showing me like you know, like the big wheels we had with like, obviously the big wheel in the front and the two little in the back, but they're like looking like, I feel like he's referencing it because he maybe was around or saw you on those. Does that make sense?
That doesn't make sense.
Okay. So that's how he's showing it to me like that. So,
but the relation to the breathing and everything, he did work in the foundry way back in the day. So I could see how that can kind of apply.
Okay.
For sure.
I'm asking him about the like big wheels, why he would show that to me. I asked him why he would show me, and you didn't understand that. And then the image he put in my head was when we bought our house, or like when we had the house on Fairview Street or whatever.
Man, it might be right. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to I know you said to write that stuff down, so that's something I got to bring.
Yeah,
to my
no worries.
father for sure.
The image he's showing to me is us like as little kids riding our big wheels around the basement, and it was like there was actually nothing in the basement when we first got there. So that's the image he's putting in my head. Like we're just riding those things around like in the basement. Like we were obviously the men and women here. We were awesome with our big wheels. So he put that image in my head. So I'll give that one to you.
I love it.
This is an odd one, but he's showing me like he's showing me a zipper. I know that seems silly, but I feel like it's a joke, or like if it just something with your zipper just happened, like a coat or something, or like, this doesn't make any sense.
That one doesn't either.
That's fine. So he's like, how I'm feeling about it is it's something that may have just happened like today or yesterday, or like somebody broke a zipper or something to that effect.
No, but it's strange because I can picture his like jacket and everything with the zipper, so like that kind of would make sense, so. Okay,
so maybe that was how he's showing it to me, but I feel like yeah, he's showing that to me. So maybe if that just kicks you back to that memory, maybe you'll break a zipper tomorrow and then you'll laugh hysterically and then be like, Steph. But yeah, so I felt like it was more like a validation for something happening now. Like, so maybe we mentioned Kelly's name. So maybe she broke a zipper today or something, but something to that effect. I feel like it's more like something he's just like validating that he's around you. And how he's also telling it to me, Jamie, is that I don't know if he would have been, I don't want to say around you, like in when he was alive, like I don't want to say a positive.
Yeah, no, he was pretty quiet when he was alive.
Okay, I was gonna say like not in like a positive and loving way by any means, like when he was alive. And I don't know if it was I don't think it was a bad way, just not like he is now, is how he's saying it to me. Because spirit's truly amazing, so they can sorry, they can, I'm gonna say surprise us, but he, let me see what else he says real quick. I have a couple minutes here.
Not to put you on the spot.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, just in general.
Oh, I thought you were like going to ask me a question.
I know it's got to be harder doing it for friends and everything, but I actually was just trying to call in and say that I'm happy for you and I'm proud of everything that you're doing.
No, and I appreciate that. It's good. It's like good friends. I have some good friends who kept in my life. No, I know I love it. And I was like, well, you called. I like trying, since I've never actually given you a reading and we've been friends for a while.
And I denied it too because of my mother, right?
You did deny it. I know. That's why I was like, it's going to be even more tough. Oh my God.
No, let it.
Well, and he did tell me, and I know obviously we're friends and I know that you're like borderline, but he did tell me, and I don't even know if him and your mother, because I don't think it's related to your mother, right? It's like your dad's dad? Is it that side of the family?
It is my father. Yeah.
Okay.
If where we're going with this is my father, yeah, it will be my father's father.
I think it's your dad. So I'm like, he's saying to me that I don't know if him and your mother didn't get along on Earth. I
think so. I don't even know that.
Okay. Like, and again, like if he wasn't a very open person or, like whatever, how he's making me feel about it is that like, he wasn't like, I don't say like besties with your mom, but he did tell me that he was there like with like waiting for your mom when she crossed over, is what he did say for me, if that brings you any comfort, but, that he was waiting there and almost like I don't want to say it's beautiful, but it was beautiful.
It's just, it's good.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm just trying to ask him like one more thing. He's bringing up those big wheels again, Jamie. So you're gonna have to figure out what that connection is, because it does mean something. He's showing them to me again. So
cool.
I don't know if he like pitched in to help buy one for you, even if you didn't know, maybe. So maybe ask you. I don't know. Like it's something to that effect.
I'll bring that up with my father. For sure.
Okay, yeah. That's like he's just they're important. I don't know. I feel like it's almost like something he didn't have when he was a kid, and he just wanted to help you guys out with that. But
cool.
All right. Well, we're gonna go to like finish this up soon, but thanks for calling and all your kind words.
It.
You're welcome. All right. Love you, man.
Love you too.
All right. Bye. All right. Yeah. I like when friends call, it like kicks me up a gear. Yeah. So thank you very much, Melissa, for being here.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah. It was great to be able to hear a reading. And so if someone wanted to reach out to you, since we're out of time on the radio show, how would they get a hold of you to do a reading outside of today?
Yeah. So they can check me out on my website. So it's SteffanieDamboise.com, Steffanie with 2 F's. So STEFFANIE. They have my Facebook page, which I did tag in the Facebook post, which is Steffanie Damboise Psychic Medium. My email is just StephanieDamboise@gmail.com. Keep it all.
Keeping it consistent.
Or just shoot me a text. It's 603-361-1041. So again, thank you everyone for listening this week, and tune in next week, another Monday, 8 to 10 for all this fun call-ins and cards and such. So have a great week, everyone.
Awesome. Bye.